In this video, we're going to walk around the Blu-Jet lineup of anhydrous ammonia applicators. We all understand the benefit of fertilizer application and how it can boost our crop's yield. Anhydrous ammonia, or NH3 as it's known as, features the most concentrated amount of nitrogen at 82%. So the benefit for your crop can be enormous. You can apply anhydrous ammonia in the spring or fall of the year because it's more stable and bonds with the soil, which reduces your risk of loss over time compared to other sources of nitrogen. In addition to the fertility benefits, NH3 can be a less expensive source of nitrogen overall. With proper handling, the right equipment, and a good understanding of how to apply anhydrous ammonia in your soil, you'll see increased yield potential for your crop. Today, we're going to walk around this 24-row, 30-inch model AT6020 and show you what sets the Blu-Jet applicators apart from anything else in the industry. We have 4 different models of NH3 applicators available in the Blu-Jet brand. Our AT6020, as shown here, is ideal for large commercial applicators and professional producers that need to cover a lot of acres. This model features our largest toolbar widths, up to 62.5 feet, and a heavy-duty wing hinge to support those larger sizes. The AT6020 also has flex in the main and secondary wings to follow field contours. This is the only model that can be equipped with dual tractor tires on the mainframe. Our Legacy model is ideal for farming operations of all sizes and can be the perfect match for a co-op looking to expand their rental fleet. You can get the Legacy with toolbar widths up to 52.5 feet, and these feature a heavy-duty design and flex on the main wing only. The Legacy is the only model that can be equipped with single tractor tires on the mainframe. The Landrunner 2 is ideal for smaller farming operations or retailers that are looking for a cost-effective toolbar. This is our smallest pull-type NH3 applicator available and features toolbar widths from 27.5 feet up to 42.5 feet. The Landrunner features an economical toolbar design and is the only model available with our optional walking tandem undercarriage. The Landrunner 3, our 4th model, features all the same benefits as our Landrunner 2, but utilizes a 3-point toolbar that has a Cat 3 or 3N hitch. For our walk around today, we're going to follow the flow of anhydrous ammonia, so let's start at the back at the nurse tank hitch. This features an innovative design that's easy to use and provides safer operation. To connect to the nurse tank, you back the applicator up too close to the tank. The center section of the hitch then telescopes in and provides side-to-side movement so you can easily connect it. Once the nurse tank is connected to our hitch, the operator can simply drive forward to lock it back into place. This is safer than telescoping hitches that move out because the operator doesn't have to remember to back up to lock it back into position. Our single nurse tank hitch is standard, as shown here, but we do have the option to go to dual nurse tank hitches to haul 2 tanks in the field at the same time side by side. This places a hitch on each side of our center hitch, but the center hitch remains so we can haul 1 nurse tank down the road for transport. Now that our nurse tank is connected, we have to hook up our anhydrous ammonia line to the applicator. Our standard single SuperShooter 3 has a splash guard and safety disconnect for safer operation. If the hitch pin would break from the nurse tank, the outer piece of the SuperShooter would disconnect and prevent any NH3 from leaking. This provides safer operation and ensures you can run with peace of mind. The outer portion of the SuperShooter can be manually removed by using the supplied tool for general inspection. Our dual SuperShooter 3, as shown here, is optional and allows you to tend to multiple nurse tanks at the same time. You can get the SuperShooter with our standard 1¼ inch plumbing or our optional 1½ inch plumbing to meet your operations needs. Now that we've connected our anhydrous line to the applicator, let's move up front and take a look at our cooler. Once the anhydrous ammonia leaves the nurse tank, it makes its way to our standard Raven Vortex cooler with 50 gallons per minute of flow. So let me describe how a cooler, or heat exchanger as it's known as, works. Anhydrous ammonia is stored in the nurse tank as a liquid because it's pressurized. When it leaves the tank, the pressure drops because of friction running through the lines and temperature change. This causes the liquid to turn into a gas, and when it's in a gas state, it cannot be monitored by our flow meter accurately. So our cooler uses a small amount of anhydrous ammonia to cool the rest of the product and turn it back into a liquid. This discharges our excess vapor through our lines, shown here, out to certain rows on the back of the applicator. We do offer a high volume PWM pump, as shown here, to provide 80 gallons per minute of flow if you need the extra volume. We also have optional single or double Continental branded coolers to fit your preferences. The liquid, once it leaves the cooler, makes its way to our flow meter, as shown here, which communicates with our standard Raven RCM ISOBUS rate controller. This allows the operator to monitor and control the NH3 flow on the tractor's virtual terminal screen. If your tractor is not equipped with an ISOBUS connection, we do have an optional Raven 450 rate controller. Once the product leaves our flow meter, it makes its way through our 1.5-inch regulating fast valve. This meters the anhydrous ammonia before it's distributed out to the toolbar. We do have dual valves as optional and low volume valves as optional to fit your needs. Now the product makes its way out to our impeller cones. So let's move around to the side of the toolbar and take a closer look. After the anhydrous ammonia leaves our regulating valve, it makes its way back to our standard John Blue impeller cones. We have a main impeller cone located on the center of the machine, and this distributes the product out to each individual section. We also have an impeller cone for each section that distributes the product out to each individual row. Depending on the model and toolbar size, the Blu-Jet applicators are standard with a 2-section or 1-section control. We also have the option to jump up to a 3, 4, 5, or even 6-section depending on the model. Each section also has a shutoff valve that can be operated from the tractor's virtual terminal screen. If you would like, we have the option to go to a Continental A360 manifold in lieu of the impeller cones to fit your preferences. Now let's take a look at the row unit and see how the anhydrous ammonia is injected into the soil. Once the liquid moves out of our impeller cone, it makes its way through our heavy-duty anhydrous ammonia line and down to our standard 3/4 inch knife with 3/8 inch tube. We have a wide variety of knives for you to choose from with different sizes available, such as this 1 3/4 inch freezeless knife shown here. Now let's talk about our field-proven row unit design. The Lead Super 1200 coulter features 1,200 pounds of down pressure, has 30 degrees of swivel, and utilizes a 4-bolt hub. The 20-inch diameter fluted blade clears a path for our shank. When you're applying anhydrous ammonia, you need to ensure that you're getting consistent application depth to prevent fertilizer loss. Our 1 1/4 inch by 2 inch edge bent shank features a standard SCS mount or spring cushion shank with 300 pounds of trip force. If you have tougher soils with rocks, we also have an optional Max Pack shank mount. This has 790 pounds of trip force and 10 inches of vertical travel from working depth. Behind the shank, our standard Discover sealer features rounded hubs and 2 notched blades that are angled to fill the slot created by the shank. The arms operate independently of each other to follow field contours and clear obstacles. The blades are adjustable. You can move them up or down, side to side, and you can adjust the pitch, so you can customize it to match your soil profile. We also have an optional Seal Pro 2 closer as shown here. This has heavy-duty hubs for maximum strength and utilizes a 1 1/4 inch pivot shaft with greaseless bearings for easy maintenance. If you're looking for more disturbance out of your closer, we also have optional 17-inch wavy blades as shown here. The closer blades free float on top of the soil, but we also have optional down pressure springs that can be added to make them more aggressive. Now, let's move up and take a look at our toolbar and frame design. As you can see, all of our row units are staggered to maximize trash flow. The AT6020 and Legacy models are standard with a 6-inch by 6-inch toolbar on the front and rear bar and have 54 inches of toolbar rank. Rank is the measurement from the front to the back of the toolbar, and the more rank that you have, the better the trash flow that you get. The Landrunner 2 and 3 models are standard with a 4-inch by 6-inch toolbar and have 38 inches of rank. Depending on the model and size of the Blu-Jet Anhydrous applicator that you're looking for, you can get these on 20-inch or 30-inch row spacing. The AT6020 and Legacy models are standard with a clevis hitch, as shown here, and a Cat 4 ball swivel hitch, as shown here. Our Landrunner 2 models are standard with a Cat 3 single tang hitch on models up to 15 rows and a Cat 4 hitch on 17 and 18 row models. The AT6020 and Legacy models also have a constant level frame design, which ensures that each hydraulic cylinder extends the same amount. This keeps the wings nice and level across the entire machine while working in the field and ensures you get even fertilizer placement depth at each row. Models AT6020 and Legacy also have level adjustment, which allows you to level out the frame from front to back to ensure it's parallel with the ground. This also ensures that our nurse tank hitch stays nice and level when you raise the toolbar. We can make adjustments to this by using our provided tool and adjusting the bottom of this tube. We also have single point manual depth control with a turnbuckle for easy operation. If you need to adjust the depth of the shanks in the ground, you can turn this turnbuckle located here. The way this works, I'll have you come in a little closer, is this stop makes contact with our actuator right here, and that tells the hydraulic cylinders to stop lowering the machine. Models AT6020 and Legacy are standard with 15 degrees of up and 9 degrees of down wing flex on the main wing to follow field contours. Our AT6020 model also has 6 degrees of up and 9 degrees of down flex on the secondary wing for the ultimate in precision placement. All models are standard with dual tires on the mainframe, and as we talked about earlier, you can equip the AT6020 with dual tractor tires, the Legacy with single tractor tires, or the Landrunner 2 with a walking tandem system on the mainframe. All models are also standard with a single gauge wheel on the main wing for added stability. The AT6020 is also standard with a gauge wheel on the secondary wing. AT6020 models with the outer wing fold, as shown on our model here, require 3 SCV hydraulic remotes on the tractor. One for the raise and lower, one for the outer wing fold, and then one for the main wing fold. AT6020 models without that outer wing fold, Legacy models, and Landrunner models all require 2 SCV hydraulic remotes on the tractor, one for the raise and lower and one for the fold and unfold. All models are also standard with our water tank with eyewash tube, spout, and storage compartment for quick and easy access to clean water. Our parking jack, safety chain, and flashing tail lights are also all standard for safer road travel. Another accessory that's available for the Blu-Jet lineup of NH3 applicators is our N-Serve delivery option with tanks. N-Serve can preserve the fertilizer in the soil for a longer period of time, so the crop will have access to it when it's needed. This tees into the plumbing after the cooler, so you don't have the corrosive N-Serve material going through the cooler. Thanks for watching our walk-around video of the Blu-Jet lineup of NH3 applicators. These have developed a reputation of being the most reliable and feature-rich anhydrous ammonia applicators available today. For more information, we invite you to check out bluejetequip.com or see your nearest dealer today.